Today is better. It's a better day. Trying to get cute so I can feel good for Valentine's Day. And I'm going to do something for my friend, something thoughtful, because it's just nice to do. And because I remember I had an old friend and I complained about never having, at that point, gotten a nice Valentine's gift, at least from my husband. I did get a really nice Valentine's gift from a boyfriend one time, but he was gay. It didn't work out. So, yeah. So anyway, I was complaining, and she sent me an edible arrangement because I always wanted one, and I had always asked my husband at the time to get me one. When my birthday was coming up or Valentine's Day was coming up, and he never did. And it doesn't matter why. I just felt, how you feel when you feel like I've never gotten. And she sent me one at work. It was one of the nicest gestures she had ever done for me. It was very nice and kind. And even though at the time, I was dating this guy, worst relationship of my life, and the best because it taught me the most. But anyway, I thought it was from him, but it was really from her. So it kind of made me sad, but it was also like, oh my gosh, she really loves me enough to send this shit to my job like I'm special. And I just remember that feeling. It was a nice gift that she gave me. I don't know if I know I didn't express that, how important that was to me. And I think I even kind of downplayed it, which I regret now. But you say petty stuff when you fight. Anyway, so I want to replicate that feeling for my friend. And I'm going to do that, and that's going to make me feel good. And I already bought things for my kids, and so that's going to make them feel good because it always made me feel good when Grandma would buy us stuff for Valentine's Day. That was, that was really nice. So, yeah, so I'm going to do that. And I don't know why, but I'm making a Valentine's Day playlist because one day I want to be able to play this in some nice decked out hotel room somewhere that I was surprised with. How a girl imagines. But yeah, overall today was a better day. Probably because I know I'm gonna be fine in like 2 hours. And I just been really pumping myself up today, and I think it was necessary. I feel like, maybe one of the lessons I should be getting now that, I'm not drowning in the emotions of it all. I think one lesson I am going to take from it is that just like anything else you want to keep healthy or maintain or keep alive, my confidence and just how much I like myself and, my self-worth, which I'd like to separate from being a woman, but I don't know if I can, or even if that's, a noble pursuit. But so much of that improving for me, I am finding, is by doing the things I know to do that make me feel good, even when I don't feel like it, because I think that's when I need it most. And so, because I don't have that experience, but I want it, and I want to align with that, and I want to, gravitate toward that, I'm doing things in anticipation, and that makes me feel good. And so I think, this weekend is just going to be about, yeah, because I gave myself a time limit, and I meant that shit. So Monday morning, I'm going to be back to myself and back to my pursuits and my goals. And just recentering and refocusing, not, in an arrogant way, just in a way that I know that it's important. Because if I'm learning anything, is that all of this, everything, all this shit is about me and my growth and liking myself, which is what I asked for. So I'm creating space to do that.